Hello dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoy's Biology channel. So today we are back with a new set of question papers, that is in reproduction in plants we were doing. So in the first part we have done mostly many objectives. So today we are going to do some fill in the gaps and a few define the following. So let us start without further delay. If you have not yet gone through the previous episode, I'll put the link above. Please do go through it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So whenever you are subscribing, you are getting the updates as soon as I'm posting, and you need to stay tuned throughout the full episode. You are not supposed to skip the lesson in between because many important questions I will be discussing today, and it is very important for your exams midterm which you are going through, and you will be very fluent in all the answers and questions which I'll discuss today. So let's get started. So first we are starting with fill in the gaps. So fill in the gaps here. During unfavorable conditions, some organisms develop a thick protective covering. What is the protective covering called? The protective covering is called cyst. That is cyst around themselves. So during favorable conditions, some organisms develop a thick protective covering that is called cyst. The small outgrowth arising from the yeast cell is called a bud. So you have seen that in the yeast cell a small outgrowth is arising, that is called bud. The gynoecium consists of style, stigma and ovary. So gynoecium is the female reproductive part of a flower. So it consists of the style, stigma and ovary. Now next to which comes the gynoecium. So next after that we will say the pollination taking place between the two flowers on two separate parent plants is called cross pollination, and here it is cross pollination. After that the process by which a dormant embryo active becomes active and grows into a new plant is known as germination. This all are very easy, you know this. So pollination taking place between two flowers, so they are between two flowers present on two separate parent plants that is of the same species is always cross pollination, and the process in which the dormant embryo becomes active and grows into a baby plant or a new plant is called germination. So let us move to the next part. Now here write true or false and correct the false statement. So if the statement is true, no need to rewrite it. It is already true. And if it is false, you know you have to correct it, right? Now the first question is sexual reproduction involves the fusion of an egg cell and a male gamete. So this is obviously true. So no need to correct it or write the correct answer. Now the next question is the development of a new plant from the vegetative part of a flowering plant is called fragmentation. So just try to recall that what is fragmentation. Is it the same thing it is being told here, that the development of a new plant from the vegetative part of a flowering plant is called fragmentation? No, it's false actually, and the correct statement is the development of new plant from the vegetative part of a flowering plant is called asexual reproduction. It is not fragmentation. Okay, so it is asexual reproduction. This one is false. So you have to correct the statement, that is the development of new plant from the vegetative part of the flowering plant is called asexual reproduction. So let us see the next question. Now question 3, the whole new plant can grow from the eye of a potato tuber. That is true. Cutting and layering are natural methods of asexual reproduction. So this answer is false. Cutting and layering are all artificial methods of asexual reproduction. They have told you that it is natural methods. No, not at all. They are not the natural methods of asexual reproduction. They are the artificial methods of asexual reproduction. The male gamete travels down the pollen tube and fuses with the egg cell inside an ovule. Okay, so that is true. It is moving down the pollen tube through the style and fuses with the egg cell inside the ovule only. So this all are true. This all I have discussed in the previous video or previous class also. If you have not gone through that, please go through that. I'll put the link in the I box above. So let us move on to the next part. Now define the following terms. Now here I have given few definitions which are related to this lesson. There are many other definitions as well. You can go through that also. So the first one is multiple fission. So what is multiple fission? The process of asexual reproduction in which the cell divides and repeatedly inside the cyst to produce many daughter cells is called multiple fission. It is found in unicellular algae such as Chlorella and Chlamydomonas. So this is the definition. You can make a note of this in your answer book and just learn it before your exam. What is budding? The process of asexual reproduction in which a small bulb-like outgrowth called a bud appears on the body of an organism. So you can see that a bud-like thing, it appears on the body of an organism. It is the bud-like thing, so it is appearing on the body of an organism. It develops into a new organism. So it breaks from the body of the parent and it forms again a new organism, and finally detaches from the parent to lead an independent life is called budding. So budding is seen in yeast. We have seen that while studying the lesson. In yeast, budding is very important. The process of asexual reproduction, okay, in which the small budding outgrowth, it moves out from the parent and it starts living independently without the help of a parent. So this is called budding. So next one. Now the next one is gynoecium. So what is gynoecium? Gynoecium is the female part of the flower consisting of the style, stigma and ovary. We know that. It is very easy. What is vegetative propagation? The reproduction in plants wherein new plants can arise from a vegetative part such as root, stem or leaf without the help of any reproductive organ is called vegetative propagation. Okay, so reproduction in plants wherein a new plant can arise from a vegetative part, that is either from root. So what are the vegetative parts? It is the root, the stem or the leaf without the help of any reproductive organ. So that is what is happening. If you are planting a leaf, another new plant will grow. If you are planting a root, another plant will grow, or a stem, another new plant will grow. So this is called the vegetative propagation. Okay, self-pollination, the process of transfer of pollen grains from anthers to the stigma of the same flower or another flower of same plant is called self-pollination. So, it is happening within the same flower or within the same plant, from one flower to another. It is not between one flower to another flower as in cross-pollination. Okay, so cross-pollination is different to that of self-pollination. What is happening? The transfer of pollen grains from the anthers to the stigma of a flower of another plant of the same species. It will not have the transfer of pollens from a plant of one species to another. No, it's not like that. It will transfer the pollens from one plant, flower of one plant to the flower of another plant of the same species, not of the different species. So this is cross-pollination, and self-pollination is within the same flower or within the same plant. Is it clear to all of you? If you are still having any doubts, please do ask in the comment box. Next one. Now, what is fertilization? Fertilization is the process of fusion of the male gamete with the female gamete, and it is called fertilization. The process by which what is germination? The process by which a sleeping or a dormant embryo becomes active and grows into a new plant is known as germination. So, this is all for today's topic. I have discussed with you few definitions which are very important, I feel, and few fill in the gaps, true, false as well. So in the next episode, I'll be back with the differences between and the answer in short and answer in detail pattern. So till then, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to share it with your friends, and you will get the revision of all the lessons like transport of food and minerals in plants, reproduction in humans, ecosystem and all, which all lessons are there in your midterm exam. I'll be teaching all of that, and please stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and don't skip the videos in between, and keep on watching and stay updated with all the lessons I'm posting. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.